Hey everybody, welcome to my new build. This is my swamp prison, and without any further talking, let's just get into it. First off, we're in this really cool place. This is a black forest that stretches out into a big swamp. So this castle is like surrounded by a massive swamp, and it just looks really cool with this like castle prison at the edge of like the black forest, just surrounded by these massive swamp trees. So to start off, it's extremely well fortified because nobody's supposed to get out or in. So here's like a trench with some barricades and spikes in them. Then there's these two bridges. They're made of wood so that they could destroy them if there would ever be an invasion. And then this is the front gate. You're being overlooked by guards everywhere, so yeah, it's probably going to be really hard to break down these gates. And trying to get over a wall is going to be pretty impossible, seeing how it's built up on a massive cliff on all sides. So when we go in, first we are in the courtyard. In the courtyard, there's a couple of storage spaces there and there, a little bit here. That door is going to lead to the big main building and to this inside of this tower. And this door leads to where we're going to go first. So the downstairs area of this building is actually an armory. I'm not too happy with this armory. I could have done way more with it, but I just wasn't feeling making another armory. So this is the room I did the least in. But upstairs is the warden room, or the warden's room. And this is where he lives, sleeps. He's the boss, so he's like the best spot, the biggest house, the biggest living quarters. And you can go down to the armory really easy, or you can go down this way, and he will be on the ramparts. So if there's somebody here and he needs to approve of them coming in, he can go out of this door and go like, yeah, he can come in. Then this leads to the guard tower. Guards can sit here to be out of the rain or just watch the sides. And this leads to this cool fancy stairs and to this rampart on this side. And there's this like little inner courtyard balcony that watches over the courtyard. And here is the door that leads to the barracks. So this is where the guards live and sleep. If there are weapons on the walls and food here. Here they can get warm. And here are 4 bunk beds, so they have to share beds if there are more than 4 guards. And then there's this door, and that leads to another rampart looking out over the swamp, which just looks so cool because the swamp is so ominous. Especially at night, the swamp is great. Then down here is the last thing. This is the prison. So here's one of the prisons. Looks really cool with the bars. Here are 2 more prisons. And then down here is the dungeon. And this dungeon is where the worst of the worst prisoners are being kept. And probably being tortured, as you saw in the cinematic. This is super low. This is like inside the ground. So if you would dig this way, you'll be underneath the walls. Then the last thing is just a small room. If you take this door, you'll be inside the wall. And that leads to the inside of the tower. And that's the kitchen where the cook works for everybody in the prison. And then this door, of course, leads back to the main courtyard. So it's a really nice, simple design. It's actually pretty cool to use as like a castle. You could just remove the prisons and just make a blacksmith here and a workstation and everything. So instead of making this like a prison, you can easily make this like a normal castle. It's small, it's cozy, it's big in some cases, in some ways at least. And I'm really happy with how that worked out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a short walkthrough. Hope you guys liked the video. I hope you like what I made. Please like the video, share it. I'm really happy for the Mistlands. This might be my last or one of my last builds before the Mistlands. We'll see. But thank you all for watching for now, and see you in the next one. Later.